How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another Pokemon BDSP Wi-Fi battle, and today is our last time using this Girafarig team, if you can really call it that, because he hasn't really done much. If you want to battle me, then join the Discord server in the description, and please like and subscribe for more videos like this one. With that being said, let's find ourselves a game. Okay, we found my opponent, and they've got a pretty solid looking rain team. You've got the Kabutops over there, the Pelipper, Kingdra, Gastrodon, Forretress, and the Jolteon. So looking at this matchup, I'm going to go ahead and guess that they'll set up with the Forretress first, or they might lead off with a Pelipper. Either one is fine, I guess. What we could do is we could lead straight off with something that can counteract both of them, which could be Girafarig. You know, Thunderbolt could definitely take out the Pelipper. And of course the Forretress, Thunderbolt will do like, it'll 2-hit KO or something like that, I'm sure. But it might be worth just leading off with Shuckle to get some hazards up. Stealth Rocks are going to help a lot. Sticky Web especially will help with the Jolteon and the Kingdra and the Kabutops, of course. I think we've got a good chance of winning this one, I think. It just depends how well we play. So I might actually lead off with my... You know what, screw it. I'm going to lead off with Girafarig and just hope for the Pelipper lead. And the battle begins. They're going to lead off with their Forretress, which is fine, as I lead off with my Girafarig Twofaced over here. Now, this situation is... I'm fully expecting the Forretress to just set up some hazards here, which we can just clear later on. I'm going to go ahead and go straight for a Thunderbolt. I don't see any reason why not, other than the Jolteon switch, but I doubt they will do that. So Thunderbolt comes through. Oh, it doesn't even 2-hit KO? Girafarig, you're letting me down, man. Sets up the spikes real quick anyway, and that's of course going to be a bit of a pain to deal with. They might go ahead and switch into Jolteon on the Thunderbolt now, just to, or the Gastrodon, either or, just to take the hit, but I still feel like I don't want to just... I don't know, this isn't the worst situation. Let's go for a Nasty Plot. They are going to withdraw the Forretress. What are they going to go into, though? That's the real question. They're going into Jolteon. Now, Jolteon can't really do... Other than Thunderbolting, it can't really do much. So, we've got the Nasty Plot up. And we should be able to take a Volt Switch from this thing. I'd imagine he'd go for a Volt Switch anyway. So, we could take that, and we can go straight for a Psychic. It is, of course, Stab and... everything like that. He goes for a Light Screen. Oh, it's a Light Screen Jolteon. Interesting. Does it get Reflect as well? Can you have Dual Screens Jolteon? I don't know. I've never seen it before. The Psychic does a good amount of damage though, which is perfect. And the Nasty Plot really helped beef us up a bit, as we can go for another Psychic real quick. And hopefully put some pressure on this guy's team, because he hasn't really got much to switch into this Psychic after the, you know, despite the fact that Light Screen's there. Alright, they're going to go for a Volt Switch. It's going to do a solid amount of damage. Yep, there we go, solid amount of damage. And now they're going to withdraw. What they're going to go into? Probably Forretress or Gastrodon, I'd say. Forretress comes in on the Psychic. How well will it take it? That's the real question. Let's go for a Psychic. Boom. Does a fairly decent amount of damage. Now, I'm going to go ahead. Oh, no, wait, he's got leftovers. Ignore me. I was going to say, I'm going to go ahead and expect him to go ahead into the Jolteon real quick. So I think he'll go into Jolteon to try and bait out the Thunderbolt and get some health recovery. So I'm just going to go for another Psychic. Seems like the best play to do. They are going to withdraw the Forretress and probably into the Jolteon, so we might have just got Girafarig to do something, but no, it looks like Gastrodon's coming in, and with the Light Screen up, it's going to definitely tank this Psychic, that's for sure. But at this point, there's no need for me to do anything other than just spam Psychic. I've got one more attack in me, so I'm going to make it count. So the Gastrodon's there. Probably going to go ahead and go for a Reflect. Not a Reflect, a Recover. But we'll just go for a Psychic anyway, because you never know. We might get like a crit or something. I doubt it, but you never know. Does a fairly good amount of damage. We get the Special Defense drop as well, which is great. And Girafarig, you know, it didn't take out any Pokemon, but 3 Pokemon are on the last legs right now. So the Gastrodon actually goes for a Scald. Really should have seen the Life Orb and thought, hey, I'm going to go for a Recover there. That's going to bite him in the ass later. But for now, all we need to do is go into Garchomp. No. Yes? No. We need to be careful what we lock ourselves into, because Pelipper's there. We need to be careful about the Kingdra as well. Current situation, I'd say we should go into Infernape and go for a U-turn KO. It's very likely they'll switch out to try and preserve the Gastrodon for a bit later, but till then, We go for a U-turn. U-turn will KO the Gastrodon, it'll KO the Jolteon, it'll KO... Well, probably not KO the Forretress. But it'll do some damage. Do a little bit of chip damage on the Forretress. Get it even further down onto its last leg. So, the Gastrodon's here. I'm glad Girafarig did something this game. You know, if it wasn't for Girafarig, these Pokemon that are quite bulky like Forretress and Gastrodon wouldn't be nearly as threatening as they are. So, Pelipper switch to take the U-turn. Makes sense. Is it Drizzle? Yeah, it is Drizzle. So, if you didn't know, Drizzle, the ability, is actually banned on Smogon's rule sets, but when you play in this room, you can't really expect other people to play by Smogon. I personally do play by Smogon, but I don't really care if my opponent doesn't. It's not like a big deal. So let's go ahead and go into... We've actually lost our Thunderbolter. That's frustrating. What can we do in this situation? I guess we could go Garchomp and go for Stone Edge. You know what? That's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to go Garchomp, Stone Edge. They might... switch out, expecting a Swords Dance. I doubt it. I'm just going to go straight for the Stone Edge. And Stone Edge should KO. We do outspeed as well, which is great. Alright, they're going to withdraw the Pelipper. What can they bring in against the Stone Edge right now? Forretress? How well are you going to take this, though? How well are you going to take this? Let's go for that Stone Edge real quick. Takes it pretty well. Like an absolute champ, to be honest with you. Takes it like an absolute champ. So... bit of a tricky situation. Let's go ahead and go for another Stone Edge and just spam Stone Edge at this thing. Just throw rocks at its face. He's going to withdraw the Forretress, probably expecting me to switch out. Maybe they overthought it a bit. They're going to go into the Gastrodon real quick. Hopefully the Gastrodon can take a bit more damage from Stone Edge than the Forretress did. Wow! Okay, so we're in a bit of a pickle now. Maybe I should have gone for Dragon Claw. Dragon Claw would have probably been a bit better of a play. Not for the Forretress, but for the Gastrodon, so... I think the best play to make here is to go into the Tangrowth, personally. Let's go ahead and do that. We'll go into Tangrowth real quick. They might... I doubt they'll run it, but they might have Ice Beam, which won't do too much damage to Tangrowth, I don't think, because it's Gastrodon after all. There we go. He actually went for the Protect. I'm not sure why. It was pretty obvious that I was locked. Well, then again, it wasn't obvious that I was locked into Stone Edge, because I naturally outsped all the Pokemon that we've seen so far. So he unfortunately went for a Protect, which means, phew, we don't have to worry about that anymore. We can go straight for a Giga Drain if we want to. We could go straight for a Sleep Powder. We could go for a lot of things right now. Let's go for a Giga Drain, though. Seems like the most optimal play. They're probably going to switch out into Forretress right now. Pelipper isn't going to appreciate this too much. So let's go for a Giga Drain real quick. Get rid of that health. Boom. Now, I can fully expect a Hurricane to come right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch out. And I'm going to go ahead and switch into Shuckle real quick. Shuckle is definitely the Pokemon I want to bring in right now. There we go. I know it's like a bit of a weird play because you could just go for a Water-type move, but I really think he'll go for a Hurricane or a U-turn. There's the Hurricane real quick. Why do I keep saying real quick? I don't know. Don't question me. Anyway, we got confused, which is really unfortunate. I'm going to go ahead and go for a Sticky Web, though. I think Sticky Web will be really helpful. Goes for a Hydro Pump. Oh, I thought he would be running Scold. That is a shame. I don't normally see Hydro Pump on Pelipper. I normally see Scold. Then again, I haven't seen Pelipper in a while. We normally see Scold, and it's like more of a defensive variant. But I guess just not in this instance. Whatever, I guess. Let's go into Garchomp. We'll go into Garchomp real quick. That's a pity. What a pity. We can't get our hazards up, which is a shame, but we could still win this. Now, I could just go for a Dragon Claw, but I don't think Dragon Claw would do too much damage against the Forretress. I feel like they're going to bring the Forretress in right now, expecting a Stone Edge or a Dragon Claw. If I predict this wrong and they actually stay in, then that's going to be frustrating. I don't think they will stay in, though, because it's a bit risky, because the rain's going to run out at some point, and they're not going to have any use for the Kingdra. So let's go for an Earthquake. I'm fully expecting them to switch. Yes! Oh, thank God for that. They do switch out. They're going to go into Gastrodon, and Gastrodon is going to go down, which is fantastic. So we can go for an Earthquake real quick. Boom. They've seen Stone Edge. They still don't know we're Scarfed. We got a crit. Not that that mattered. And I'm kind of curious to see what they're going to bring in now, because the rain has stopped. They can't just bring the Kingdra in willy-nilly. Okay, they're going to bring in the Forretress, which is a really interesting one, because I'm pretty sure Earthquake will actually KO from here, so let's just go for it. I personally would have gone into the Pelipper to get the rain back up, and then let Pelipper... Well, I mean, Pelipper wouldn't have died. He doesn't know I'm Scuffed, but... yeah, I would have gone into Pelipper just to get the rain back up, and then let it go, and... You know, it's whatever. But Forretress goes down, which is fantastic. We don't have a spinner. Well, then again, we don't even have a hazard setter anymore, so it doesn't really matter. So in comes the Pelipper now, just to get the rain back up, I guess. And they're probably thinking in the head that I'm going to go for a Stone Edge to try and, you know, let it die. So they might switch out, but I doubt it. This particular instance is going to require some finesse. So I'm going to go ahead and go into the boy Scizor over here. They might go for Hydro Pump just in case Garchomp missed the Stone Edge, but maybe I shouldn't have done this. They go for a Roost. Okay, that's fair. Roost makes sense. So I'm kind of stuck on what kind of Pelipper this is. It's really got me stumped, to be honest with you. Now, this particular instance right here is a tough one. I don't know what to do. I'm going to go ahead and go for a U-turn. They're going to go for a Hydro Pump. Hopefully we can live this. Scizor's got some bulk to it. Yeah, we can live it. Thank God for that. Let's go for a U-turn. We live that really well. Get some chip damage off. And now we can just go ahead and go into Garchomp again. And basically just go for a Stone Edge. So let's just do that. They might want to switch out. They might not. Just depends on what my opponent's feeling. Spikes need to go, really. I should have gone for a Defog with Scizor. No, to be fair, I don't think I should have done. We might need that Bullet Punch later for the Kabutops. So let's go for a Stone Edge real quick. Don't miss. Oh, you missed! Why would you miss like that? You failed me, Garchomp. You failed me. Might live. We're not living that. Oh, no. That has just completely pooped my plan. All I can think to do now is go into Scizor, get some chip damage off. Spikes are annoying, but it's fine. Just get some chip damage off with Bullet Punch real quick. And then we'll bring in Infernape and we'll go for a close combat and hope it KOs. Hope it KOs, because we've got stuff for the Kabutops, we've got stuff for the Jolteon. Goes for a Hurricane, of course, it's going to hit. I think it always hits in the rain. I think it always hits in the rain. Yeah, it does. It does. Now we've got to go for Infernape. We might be getting screwed over by this Pelipper, man. I think I played... I don't think I played bad. I think it's just... like, if we hit that Stone Edge with Garchomp, this thing would be dead and we wouldn't have to worry about it. And I think that's just kind of thrown me off. I don't think Infernape gets Thunder Punch this game. Let's go for a close combat, otherwise I would have probably put it on. He's going to withdraw the Pelipper, expecting the Thunderbolt, Thunder Punch though, which is great for us. There's the Jolteon. Jolteon's going to go down. Let's go, Infernape. Let's go. Right. Jolteon goes down, which is perfect. We do get the defense drop, which is unfortunate. And I'm thinking the rain stops this turn, right? Does it stop? I don't think it does it? Right, there's the Kabutops. Kabutops is obviously bringing in because he doesn't want... well, he doesn't know I'm Choice Banded for a start, and he doesn't know that I haven't got... what do you call it? He doesn't know that I haven't got Thunder Punch, so... Gonna bring in the Kabutops, obviously outspeeding us in the rain, which is a shame. Goes for a Swords Dance. Oh, God. Swords Dance Kabutops in the rain is not a favourable situation to be in. That's for sure. That's for sure. Let's go ahead and go for a Giga Drain real quick. And he's going to go for a Leech Life. Even though he got that. And that is like an 80 base power move. We can go for the Giga Drain though. It should take him out. Boom. He has Focus Sash. Yikes. Like, luckily we got a lot of health back there, but I don't think it's enough. Really don't think it's enough. Let's go ahead and go into Columbus real quick. We'll withdraw. Columbus can take a Leech Life and we can just go for a Mach Punch. Then again, he might have Aqua Jet, so I don't think we win this. I think Kabutops is going to screw us. Kabutops is definitely going to screw us. So we get some health back with the Leech Life, which is a shame. Not enough health, though. The rain stopped. Wait, no, never mind. Never mind. The rain stopped. Let's go for a Mach Punch. Going to withdraw the Kabutops, which is a shame. Going into the Pelipper. Yeah, he's probably thinking in his head, I'm going to sack the Pelipper. Get the rain back up and sack the Pelipper to a Thunder Punch real quick. But that's not going to happen because I haven't got I haven't got it. Damn, this hasn't worked out very well. Let's go for a Mach Punch real quick. You never know, might get a crit. Boom, crit wouldn't have even KO'd, so it doesn't matter. Goes for a Roost. Why? Why would you go for a Roost there? Why don't you just KO me with Hurricane? Just gonna go for another Mach Punch. At this point, just go for a Mach Punch. Hurricane's gonna hit us. Boom, there we go. Which is a shame. But there is the possibility that Tangrowth lives right now and gets off a Giga Drain. It's always a possibility. The Kingdra hasn't even shown itself yet, so we can't really do anything about that. Let's go for a Giga Drain real quick. Hurricane's going to hit and KO, so that is a shame. We lost to a rain team, but I'm happy that Girafarig got to do a bit of something at the start of the game. That's all you can really expect from it. My next team is a bit of a banger, so prepare yourselves for the next team. Alright? But anyway, that's the end of that game. GG Victor. That was a fun game. The best man won. That rain team was solid. Couldn't really do anything about that. And anyway, hopefully you all enjoyed today's video. If you did, of course, leave a like, subscribe, all that wonderful stuff. And with that being said, I'll see you all in a bit.